What is up, YouTube? It is Drex and I am back with another video. Now, I know it's kind of been a dry, slow week for gaming this week, but I think we still got a little bit of interesting news. So the two topics I want to discuss is mostly the PlayStation Plus premium service that's getting rolled out next month, and I want to talk about the possible Silent Hill 2 remake that's in the works by Konami that got leaked by VGC this week. So stay tuned. Getting started with the PlayStation Plus premium service, as a lifelong PlayStation fan, I'm kind of not a big fan of this, but I think there's a lot of awesome things about it, and the trophy system is a plus for me. I actually like the idea of them adding it in, even though I might not subscribe to that service. I'll continue to use the $60 service that I've been paying for the last few years, just for the online base. But I actually like the idea of that, because I know a lot of hardcore cats who are into trophy hunting and getting platinums. I think that's a pretty awesome idea. I like the idea of doing that, and you know, maybe that might bring a lot of people in to go back and play those older games and get those trophies, achieve those platinums. So I like the idea of it, and you know, it happens to be for one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games of all time, Siphon Filter. So I think that's awesome. In a lot of ways though, will that bring me into being a subscriber of the service? I'm not pretty sure as of now, but you know, it's a great start for a lot of things. I actually like the lineup of games, and I like the idea that Ubisoft Plus is getting involved in it, so you're gonna have access to a lot of those classic Ubisoft games as well. So I think that's pretty nice. My only grievance though is that you still have to stream those PlayStation 3 games, and so if you have crappy internet, you're not going to have the best of luck doing that. But I think it's a plus for anyone who is like very passionate about playing PS3 games. I'm more on the side of just loading up those old consoles that I have and just playing those older games that I own. So that's just my 2 cents on it. It's not to talk against anyone who utilizes these services. I mean, if you are interested in using those tiers, then that's good. Like, I think it's a lot of awesome things that PlayStation is offering. You can have free trials of upcoming games, so I think that's definitely a good consumer-friendly move on Sony's end, so kudos to Sony. Next up, we have the topic of Silent Hill 2 being possibly remade. So the information was leaked by VGC this week, earlier on Twitter. I believe it was on a Monday, and I'm not gonna lie, part of me got excited, but the other part of me was like, don't get your expectations too high, Drex. You know, you don't know what's probably happening or not. But then again, it looked like Konami was really trying to get involved with this and get that information taken down, because I did see that it got copyright strike. But then again, I might be wrong. Maybe that might just be Konami telling them please don't use our license, because we own the name, we own Silent Hill basically. So I like the idea of, you know, Silent Hill 2 possibly being remade if it's actually true, because then I know that Silent Hill 1 and 3 will possibly be remade too. Now, do these games really need remakes? No, but I understand why 2 is getting remade. It's the most popular one in the series. It's personally not my most favorite one. It's a very awesome game, listen, but it's just not my number one favorite like everyone else's is. 3, I'm more of a Silent Hill 3 kind of guy, even though that game was tough as hell for me to beat a while back, but nevertheless, I mean, it's kind of amazing news to hear. There's also some stuff that was leaked on it as well that, excuse me, that there will be an updated, there will be a new game added as well, but it'll be released in episodes, which kind of raises my eyebrows a little bit as well. But then again, this is Konami, so this is what we're going to be dealing with in the long run if you are a diehard Silent Hill fan. I'm personally not a diehard Silent Hill fan. I'll just say I'm just a fan that just enjoys the series, but I can understand where a lot of fans will possibly be frustrated with. But nevertheless, a great move. Another thing I wanted to add in, if this is absolutely true, if this information that was leaked is possibly true from Konami, I hope they understand that there will be a higher demand for this, and there's always been a high demand for the Silent Hill games over the years. I mean, this franchise is kind of looked at to be a dead series as of now, but I think there could be more. I think there's still more potential, even though Konami has completely given up on that series and moved more towards the mobile gaming and PC gaming base. But I think that, you know, it's a lot to consider. when you think of it. You know, there's questions you want to ask. Whether is this going to be an exclusive? Is it going to be multi-plat? You know, what's going on over here? You know, or is this going to be handled by someone else under the Konami license? That's one thing to consider. I know Akira Yamaoka, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Someone please can correct me in the comments below. The guy who worked on the Medium, he's made it kind of clear that, you know, that's probably his next project that he's working on. Because if those who ever beat the Medium, I think that he did an interview a while back, and he didn't give it away, but he did lead off on a little surprise, like, hey, I'm working on another project. So this could all come into play. I think, you know, maybe it could be true after all. I mean, you never know. Everyone's full of surprises when it comes to video games, so we'll just have to sit back and check. But I think it's all good. There's a lot of questions I have to ask about it, and I know a lot of fans, especially hardcore fans, are going to be demanding a lot more from Konami after this, which they probably should not be. But it is what it is at this point. Now, before I go, I know you guys have been asking, where the hell have you been? Where the hell have you been? Where is Drex? It's been dry over here. Okay. I've been working on a podcast, and we're actually 7 episodes in. Over at the Legend 350's channel. I'm doing the show with him every Friday. I co-host the show with him. So that's why I haven't really been present. I actually been putting a lot of time in on that podcast, but I'm going to be working on a lot more content over here back on my channel since it's been a month now. So just wanted to let you guys know that I'm here, but I'm working somewhere else. Okay, you know, content is still coming out. So I'm going to link the channel in the description below. That's where you can catch me every Friday. So yeah, this is Drex, and I'm out. And thank you guys for sticking with me.